Hello, welcome to our channel. This is Tim LeGrand, the owner of Golden Vapors. On our channel we hope to bring you videos that'll cover all of our products that we carry. We carry quite a few, so hopefully we'll get up quite a few videos pretty quick and then just continue on from there. Everything we have in our store is available on our website as well, so stop by goldenvapors.com. Today I'd like to just talk to you about why I opened a vapor store. I see a lot of people out there because they just want to make a quick buck and they think, hey, e-cigs and vaporizers are the way of the future and we're going to cash in on this. That's not what got me into it. I smoked from the time I was 17 until I was about 46, 47 years old. That's a long time. They did quite a bit of damage to me. I've got lung problems, heart problems, and ended up, when I was 46, wound up in the emergency room and my heart wasn't getting any blood to the rest of my body. So basically I was all but dead, and we can attribute that pretty much directly to smoking and getting a little bit too little exercise as well. So they ended up doing a quadruple bypass on me, and basically they took arteries out of or veins out of my legs and put them onto my heart to feed the blood to my heart. That was fine for about the first 6 months, and then after that I really couldn't stay away from cigarettes. I swore once I was in the hospital that I'd never touch them again. Well, once the painkillers wore off, the cravings came back, and found myself smoking one here, one there, and then more and more as time went on. Stumbled across some cig-alike e-cigs at the gas station and figured, well, I'm going to give these a try. And I noticed they did help, but they just weren't cutting it. They weren't strong enough for me. And the batteries kept dying every hour and a half to 2 hours, and it was driving me nuts. So we stumbled across an e-cigarette shop in a flea market, and they had bigger batteries, which are the Ego batteries, and so we bought a starter kit and tried those out. We liked those a lot better. They just about satisfied us to the point that getting off cigarettes was a whole lot easier. We upgraded to the Ego Twist battery so we could dial up the power a little bit more, and found out that not only are you getting a little more vapor, but you get more flavor. And that was a lot more satisfying, and pretty much from that point on I never looked back, and haven't had a cigarette. That's been several years ago now. The electronic cigarettes that I used, I started off with your basic starter kit, then went to the Twist starter kit, to where it had the adjustable power. And then I went with an MVP and a Vivinova tank, for anybody out there that still remembers those. They were pretty good tanks back in the day. And between the Vivinova and the variable voltage on the MVP, I was completely satisfied. I went from being a 2-pack a day plus smoker to zero. No questions asked. Don't even want one anymore. I've been off of cigarettes now for a couple of years, and I feel a lot better because of it. I've had a cigarette here and there just way back after the heart surgery. I could feel the scar tissues tightening up around my heart. When I'm vaping on my e-cig, I don't have that problem. I notice that my circulation's better, my blood pressure's better. All the medical community, of course, is saying yes, there needs to be more long-term research done on those, and I agree. But what we do know, and UK's England's health ministry is saying that, conservatively saying, they're at least 95% better than a cigarette. And that's less risk, and that's less harm to your body, and that's what we're going for. I was hosting websites on the internet for 17 years, and I decided it was time to sell that business and open up a e-cig store because I wanted to help more people get away from cigarettes. I've tried everything from the gums, the patches, and stupid pills that make you lose your memory. Nothing worked. I went to hypnotists. I went to their little stop smoking clinics at the hospital. Just tried patches after patches, and it helped me cut down, but it never helped me quit, ever. And getting onto the e-cigarettes and now personal vaporizers, I'm completely satisfied. I've got my nicotine down to 1.5 milligrams compared to starting off at 24 milligrams. If I didn't own a vapor store, I'd probably be already off of these things because it did what it was supposed to do. It got me away from cigarettes. Now, the FDA says they're not approved, and we can't say, hey, these are going to get you away from cigarettes. So I can't say they're going to get you away from cigarettes, but they got me away from cigarettes, and they got hundreds and hundreds of other customers of ours off of cigarettes. And so I don't know what kind of proof the FDA needs. Maybe they just need to open their eyes. These things are the future of vaping. Is taking the country and the world by storm, and people are actually finding a way to finally break the chains of cigarettes. And big tobacco is fighting it tooth and nail, trying to pass all kinds of laws against e-cigarettes and vaping. We need to stand up against them and say, hey, we're tired of your crap. We're tired of you trying to kill us. A company that's in it and knowing that their customers are dying right and left, hundreds of thousands a year. Why are they even allowed to be in business? I'm in business to keep people off of tobacco and keep them alive. I'm in business to help people get away from tobacco and keep them alive. I'm not out there trying to kill my customers with something that I know good and well I've manufactured and engineered to keep them more and more hooked. We start people off at a nicotine level based on their needs and how much they smoke. We determine how much nicotine they should have depending on which product they buy. And then over time, we help them cut themselves down and get down to where they're at zero or completely off of e-cigarettes altogether. And I know I've had several customers come back and say, hey, I'm done. I don't vape anymore. I don't smoke anymore. And that's great. We're elated every time we hear that. Sure, I'm losing a customer. We're elated when we hear people tell us that they went from smoking to trying their e-cigarettes and getting their vaporizers, cutting their nicotine down over time, and then saying, hey, I don't need it anymore. We hate to see them go, but at the same time, we're thrilled to death to see that they found something that worked for them, and they're going to live a healthier life now because of it. That is 100% my reason for being in business. So I'm not out for a get-rich-quick scheme. My pricing isn't priced out of the world ridiculously high. We try to keep very competitive prices. So that our customers can come in and get what they need without having to refinance their home to do it. Come on in and see us. We'd be happy to see you and help you find a way that'll get you away from cigarettes. And one more quick note, it doesn't matter if you're vaping our e-liquids or somebody else's. The important thing is finding the flavor that works best for you. That is probably the single most important thing, is finding the flavor that you like, because that's going to keep you from craving a cigarette or keep you from wanting something else. Some people just love vaping one flavor after another. Some people are more like me, and they stick with a flavor for months and months before they ever decide to try something different. So, I mean, whatever works for you is what's going to work for you, and we'll help you any way we can. Welcome to our channel. Please subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. Share the videos around. We're going to show you some new products and some great products that we have in stock. Everything we have in our store is available online. Come check us out today at goldenvapers.com, or come see us in Cleveland, Tennessee at 3525 North Key Street.